we've got to show respect to this amazing art form that we are privileged to learn. So I won't lecture. I won't get into all that, but I do want to clarify that these tutorials that are on YouTube where the notes are just dropping down and telling you what to push, that is not the best way to learn, in my opinion. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time here. My name is Keira Kang, founder of Modern Pianista. On this channel, we discuss all things regarding artistry, entrepreneurship, and of course, music education. In this video, I'll be going over the different ways you can learn a song on the piano. And I understand that we're in a very microwave TikTok generation where we just want things to happen instantly. And as much as I would like to shortcut this for you, and as much as I will try my best to make everything as digestible, engaging, and fun as possible, I do want to preface this with the understanding that there will be some effort and work required on your part. This does not happen overnight, and this is what I tell all my students all the time. Music is special. Talent is special. And so for you to expect this to happen immediately, you've got to work on your perspective when it comes to that because, we've got to show respect to this amazing art form that we are privileged to learn. So I won't lecture. I won't get into all that, but I do want to clarify that these tutorials that are on YouTube where the notes are just dropping down and telling you what to push, that is not the best way to learn, in my opinion, because you never see the full picture of what the actual structure of the song is. You might know what to push, like you'll be able to play what you're looking to play. But let's say you see an E flat and a G and a B flat dropping down. If you don't know that that's an E flat triad, then you'll never be able to use that E flat chord in other songs or be able to use it in like when you're writing or when you're making a beat. So this is an alphabet. Once you learn a few chords, you can use them for other things. If you're just learning which note to play as it drops down on these DDR synesthesia looking tutorials, then you're not gonna see the big picture. And so my goal with this channel is to actually teach you what the language of music is. Like I said in my previous videos, if you tune into my channel, I want you to gain a serious understanding of what you're doing so that you can one day be on your own. In this video, I'm going to go over the 3 different ways that you can approach a song. The first way of approaching a song on the piano would be to read the sheet music. Traditional piano lessons typically start out with understanding the language of music. As you can see, it's incredibly beautiful and elaborate. We have a different reading system for your right hand versus your left hand. There's rhythmic notation, there's dynamic expression marks and things like that. The only issue with this method is that if this is your only and primary method and you're a new piano player or it's for a young child, this can easily get very overbearing and academic after a while. You want to incorporate this method with other ways of playing piano and enjoying music because when you're a young child, you typically don't have an existing relationship with music yet. Your understanding and awareness is very small. And so, kids don't get transported back to a place or a time or a memory when they hear songs. They don't even know some of the greatest songs that have existed. And so, to make this the primary method is such a tragedy, in my opinion. I highly recommend introducing sight reading as an option in the 4th grade and on once they've established a relationship with music. There are rare instances, however, like for example, I do have a student right now. She's a 7th grader, so she's a lot older, but she taught herself to read during the pandemic and she just came in for her first piano lesson ever with me. And she was just like, I love this stuff. I know it and I can do it. And it's exciting. So that does happen. It's pretty rare, however. So it really depends on the person. Another way of approaching a song on the piano would be what I call the singer-songwriter method. This is a chord chart, and for the longest time I did not know that this existed because I was classically trained. When I discovered this, I was pretty mad, I'm not gonna lie. It's so much simpler to read and understand, and you can get going with your favorite songs right away. So as you can see, it's a lot less elaborate. We have simple chord changes, song section breakdowns, and things like that. I made this chart really quickly. It's not the best chart, to be honest, but it gets the job done. Usually you'll have like tempo marks here, or like how many times you play each chord. Like this is a half note, that's a half note, this is a whole note, things like that. You have repeat signs, stuff like that. But what I love about this method is that it gets you going. You can just go. And that is so important when you're getting started. You need to have small wins. I want to demonstrate this method for you on the piano with one of my favorite songs, a timeless one. It's called Fast Car by Tracy Chapman.
You got a fast car, I wanna take it to anywhere. Maybe we make a deal. Maybe together we could get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove.
I really love this song. I'm definitely gonna do a full cover of it as well as a tutorial, so stay tuned for that. I want to address the importance of the singer-songwriter method. It's not something that is frequently addressed in traditional piano lessons, and I want to change that. I didn't discover this method until I hunted it down like a dog. And I think that is such a tragedy. I'm glad I found it. I'm glad I listened to my intuition and was like, no, there's more. There's more that I have yet to discover, because there are so many people who don't do that, and they are cut off from this amazing way of enjoying the piano. So I have made it my life purpose, or maybe I just tapped into my life purpose. But as you can see, I am super passionate about sharing this method with you guys, with the world, because this is healing. This is the way that you can enjoy music on a creative level. There's so much more that you can do with this. I'm going to show you how to create different rhythmic sections and chord voicings, and it's just never ending in the best possible way. The last method that I'm going to share with you on how to approach a song on the piano is what I call the play-by-ear method. This requires an understanding of music theory. You've got 12 key signatures on the outside that are major. You've got 12 key signatures on the inside that are minor. This is what I call your sound palette. Now, you don't have to know everything to get started. You just need to know the key of the song. So Tracy Chapman has a pretty low voice. She is over here in the key of A. I'm a soprano, so I moved it up to G. If you know that the song is in the key of G, then you know that the vocal melody is on the G scale. What that does is it provides a process of elimination type of situation. This is where the voice lives for this song, meaning I'm not going to push this note, or this note, or that note, or that note, and definitely not this note, F natural, because in the key of G, you have F sharp. So when you know these things, it's a lot easier to figure things out by ear. You're not just blindly pushing and guessing. I mean, people do that. And, if you can't afford instruction, I understand. There are so many incredible musicians that have self-taught themselves this way. But you're tuning into my video, so I'm going to shortcut you. So you're in the key of G, and you know that you have a certain territory, a certain playground. That's a better word. A certain playground that you can, indulge in. Okay, so if you are learning how to play the song by ear and it's in the key of G, I moved it to G, then you would be able to do As you can see, there are so many different ways to approach the piano. Now, if you want to master your instrument, then understanding all three would be best, but that takes quite a bit of time. So take it one step at a time, one day at a time. I will walk you through all these methods and start putting out some song tutorials so you guys can get playing. It's so much fun. I'm excited to share this with you guys, and stay tuned for the next one.